One of the reasons we've had this incredible success is the quality of assessments that we have, both on Scholaranium and in our mocks. This is just some of the feedback we've gotten from our students who've really enjoyed the quality of our content. Now, this sets a responsibility for us. It makes us responsible to create every new question with the same quality or even better quality. Now, what quality am I talking about? Well, each question that we create has to meet 4 quality parameters. Without that, it's not going out. Now, what are these? First, that the concepts that our questions test should be actually tested on the GMAT. These should be relevant concepts. Second, the questions should all be at appropriate difficulty levels. What that means is if we tag any question as a medium question, then it really should be medium. Now, that will happen if it does meet the accuracy threshold that we have for medium questions, which in turn we came up with through the analysis of the data of tens of thousands of students. Similarly, if we tag a question as hard, it has to meet the accuracy threshold of hard questions. Then comes the solutions. The solutions should first of all be error-free, of course. Then there should be solutions that can address the doubts of all kinds of students. No matter what ability level you're starting with, 50th percentile or 60th or 70th, all of you should be able to understand the solution. Now, it's not just about understanding the solution. Each solution should teach you something. You should be able to learn something new, something in each solution that makes you better. This is how you'll go from that 70th to that 90th percentile ability. Now, let me talk in detail about each of these. How do we go about ensuring that each of these parameters is met? First one, about the concepts tested on the GMAT should come in our questions. Now, before we create the questions on any topic, on any course, we solve all the official questions on that topic at the relevant difficulty level. Now, when we're doing that, we also make a note of all of the skills that that question tests. So we make a note of this question requires your translation skill. This question requires you to consider all the cases. This also helps us identify the faltering points in any question. These are places where a student may falter. So we exactly write down, okay, this is why a student can falter here, what kind of students can falter where, and so on. That level of analysis goes behind each e-GMAT question. That's how you get one question. Now, appropriate difficulty level. Let me first tell you, this is not an easy task. Although we have created thousands of questions, in the first go, only about 60% of our questions meet the correct difficulty level in the first go only. For the others, I'll tell you what happens. Now, how do we ensure, first of all, that it meets the right difficulty level? Well, every question that is created, we float it out and we wait for at least 200 student attempts. Then I told you about the accuracy thresholds that we have for each level. If it meets that accuracy threshold, well and good, the question is accepted. But if not, if the question does not meet the accuracy threshold, we wanted it to be medium, but it is turning out to be hard or it is turning out to be easy, then this means rework. And as I said, 40% of all the questions that we create in the first go do undergo this rework. So it takes a lot of effort, but what this ensures is that you get the right data. When you come and you do a question which is called medium, it is medium. That way, the analysis that you get, the information that you get about yourself is more reliable. You can trust that, yes, I struggle with hard questions if Scholaranium, if our data tells you that. Then it comes to solutions. Remember when I said we create questions, that is when we already make a note of all the process skills that are being tested and the faltering points in that. Those we keep in mind here as well. For hard questions, we create video solutions and we make it a point that we emphasize the process skills that are being tested at various points where we know you'll falter. Why again? Because of the pre-research that we did. So these solutions, which are error-free, they have to be packed with learnings. Every solution should teach you the process skills that you need to get that question right, the process skills that you have to be solid about. You will also be told, okay, this is where typically students falter. And once you get that learning, the next time you see a similar application, if you revise properly, it's a very high chance that you will not make that mistake again. That's what improvement is all about, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them. So we make sure our solutions prepare you for that, and this is how we believe that our solutions can take you from that 70th to that 90th percentile. 70th percentile is typically where a student starts Scholaranium, and 90th percentile is where he should leave Scholaranium. Now, let me talk about the solutions a little more. This is a sample solution. This is one solution that we have on our platform. Just see how all of the process skills are highlighted here. Manipulate, visualize, constraints. Every single skill, you will see it indicated at the right point so that your review is solid. Now, all of this took a lot of effort. The creation of 250 new questions, it took around 1200 hours of subject matter and project teamwork. Now, if you ask me, was it worth it? Well, I'll tell you that these questions have already had upwards of 50,000 attempts, and they have already powered more 700 plus scores. Now, if this is what can happen, if these questions and solutions can take you closer to your dream score, to that 740, it totally is worth it for us. Once again, I want to thank you for being a student. Happy learning.